Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your Tarot, Oracle, and Rune reading for the week of July 17th to the 23rd, 2023. Your rune is Degas, and this rune came out for, I believe, 3 other signs this week, and it makes so much sense because this is the rune of July, and it is a rune that represents the peak of sunlight, okay, which makes, like I said, so much sense for this week. And I was telling another group that this week in July, at least like in the northern hemisphere, like I feel like all nature is just bursting and the tree foliage is so full and all of the plants start booming with insane growth and all the little buds and fruit is starting to form, and it's just like I feel like this week is always an explosion of greenery and life. And you know, nature is magic and we are a part of nature. So even if you're in the southern hemisphere, like the magic of, you know, being in the center of the season for you is just incredible. And I feel like it's rubbing off on you for sure. This rune predicts really fun times, laughter. Some of you might be vacationing, traveling, day trips, going out. Anxiety is really low for you this week and fun times are ahead. I'm seeing laughter. I'm seeing going out, making the most of the day, the most of the time. Some of you guys are just a little bit frustrated, like constantly going to work, being productive, whatever. And so it's like, you know what, I'm going to go out and make the most of this day. Or you suddenly think, especially if you don't have anything planned for this week that's special, just, you know, work, home, whatever. You might randomly decide to make decisions that add more fun, like I'm gonna go to a rooftop bar or cafe, or I'm gonna build a little bonfire or go on a hike. Like it's these spontaneous decisions to make the most of this beautiful time of the year. We have desire coming out for you. What is your deepest, darkest desire, guys? Ooh, some of you guys are really... some of you might be experience, I don't know, that's such a gross way to put it. I was gonna say sexual bliss. You might be experiencing some of your deeper desires, carnal desires, or maybe you've just had a hankering for like tiramisu, for example, and this week you're like, let me go to this fancy bakery and I'm gonna order some tiramisu and like a cappuccino and it's gonna be so delicious. I don't know. I'm just seeing you're like, you really enjoying your desires and the more physical, beautiful attributes that life has to offer, like food and drinks and sunlight and that warm breeze or cold breeze, maybe the water, like the very physical desires that we have as humans. I see you really diving deep into it this week, which is so beautiful. Okay, next you have Broken Heart in reverse. I actually love this card for you. It's a good card to get in reversed because it shows that you are healing from heartbreak or upset or even just like anxiety in general. So if any of you have gone through a breakup, a separation, some type of loss, I see you kind of coming back to life this week alongside the plants. And you're ready to blossom, bloom, put yourself out there again. So it's a really beautiful, positive week ahead, it seems. Ace of Cups reversed is coming out as your first card out. And the first card out to me always represents the past few weeks and months for you. So obviously there was some type of no answer when it comes to matters of the heart. So like I said, breakup, separation, something that you thought would be deeper, may not have happened, or you know, maybe you had like a big event planned or something special planned and it just had to be canceled or it didn't pull through, and that was really disappointing for you. But there's a redemption this week. I'm seeing a redemption, Scorpio, where something fun will be happening, or like love is entering your life again. Like this is a redemption. This is, you know, a new start. That heart energy, that overflowing feeling of happiness and love that you wanted to experience that may have been disappointed by either like the weather or something not working out. I'm kind of seeing here whether it's the same person or thing happening again, or it is something completely new this week. I'm seeing like it's like you're finally able to experience that energy that you wanted to experience previously. So interesting stuff here. We're going to do 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3. So your second card out is the 9 of Swords. Okay, this to me shows some mental health issues, anxiety, like we said. I'm kind of glad that it's coming out earlier on in the reading because it shows that this is what's going to be improving this week, okay? Also, weirdly enough, this is again going to sound so gross. I'm seeing desires keeping you up at night. So that's fun, I guess. Or like, I'm not really reading this in a bad way as I usually read the 9 of Swords. It's just like your lust or hormones for someone or something is keeping you up at night. So I don't know what to say with that. All right, third card out is the Ace of Swords. Wow, beautiful new beginnings. I'm seeing new communication coming through as well as a new direction that you can take in life. So this could be an opportunity or an idea that you get that will change your future. So that is wonderful. I want to see the cards around these. So let's get on to the second row. Fourth card out. Right underneath the Ace of Cups in reverse is the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, like I said, something from the past that you were really hoping for, whether it was an event or a relationship that didn't pan out, it was because there was poor leadership involved. So maybe there wasn't a proper plan B if it was an event that was canceled, or like you just weren't organized. Like say it was a trip you wanted to go on and like you forgot your passport or something, like just something really dumb, messed up there. If this was a relationship, I'm seeing someone here, they could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they don't have to be though. And they might not have had the confidence that they needed in order to kind of communicate in this relationship and help lead it to a healthy and positive direction here. So I am kind of seeing this Ace of Cups reverse energy of like past disappointments happening because of a lack of confidence or leadership, or like just some weird logistical reason like went haywire. Center of your spread this week is the 10 of Wands in reversed. Okay, right underneath that 9 of Swords. Oh, and next to that King of Wands. Okay, so some of you are feeling a bit overworked. Like there's a lot of responsibilities on your plate that you just want to drop and put down. This could be due to poor management or leadership, and this is either yours, just being honest, or someone else's. But I'm going to be honest with you, Scorpio, seeing a bit of both here. So for example, if you're working a job and there's very poor leadership and that's why you're working way too hard, having too much responsibility because your managers or whatever don't know how to make a proper schedule or hire people, that's obviously their bad leadership there. But if you've been putting up with this for a really long time, then that honestly shows your bad leadership in your own life by not finding a better circumstance for yourself. So it's not to bully you or anything, it's just encouraging you to take on more accountability for your own life and avoid complacency. That's what I would say this week. Avoid complacency. Take on more leadership roles in your life to get yourself out of this mess, to get yourself out of this extreme stress and burden and like feeling like you just have so much on your plate all the time. Sixth card out for you is the 2 of Swords, right underneath that Ace of Swords. So I actually really love the natural progression of this. It shows a new idea coming in, a new start coming in. But then the 2 of Swords is like, well, do I go this way or do I go that way? Like, how do I begin this? So to me, it's like, say that you're learning a brand new skill. Okay, you starting that course or starting to learn this is like the Ace of Swords, right? And then the confusion you may get by starting something new and not really knowing what to do is represented by the 2 of Swords. Like, what do I do? And it's just kind of like asking you to stay still and really see things out here. So we do see you learning something new. Some of you may be taking on a class or getting some type of credit, or even just in your free time learning a new skill like a language or something, an instrument. So we do see progression there. And the thing is, when you're learning something new, you're obviously going to feel dumb. All right, as you get stronger, you're going to feel weak doing these hard exercises. As you get smarter and you learn more, you're going to feel dumb because you don't know what you're learning. So try to avoid getting worked up over that. Drink some tea, relax as you learn and go. Final row out for you, Scorpio, we have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Yeah. Look at this row, guys. Ace of Cups reversed. King of Wands reversed, the Lovers reversed with the broken heart. Yeah, I mean, I am seeing breakup here. And the emotional fallout of said separation. It doesn't have to be a romantic breakup either. This could be like a friendship breakup. This could be the end or loss of something or someone. A decision to kind of walk away. And this could even be from a job, you know? You may love your coworkers, but it's a toxic work environment and you need to walk away and make that decision to say, you know what? No, I want something better. So I am seeing something coming to a close here, and it does give you a bit of a broken heart, but you're very quickly healing from it this week. Okay, very quickly, like, you know, processing these wounds here and taking on more leadership in your own life, in your own direction, and knowing your worth for sure, and going where you will be treasured and where you will not feel like constantly stressed out. 8th card, Death and Rebirth in reverse. I almost wonder if this broken heart reverse isn't necessarily that you're healing from the broken heart, or it's more so that you're preventing yourself from making a decision that will be difficult, okay? It might be difficult to leave your coworkers behind in a toxic situation, but you really need to do that. It might be difficult to walk away from a relationship that's toxic, but you need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I do wonder if you need to kind of go through a period of having a broken heart in order to really go to where your desires are and to feel appreciated and loved. Death and Rebirth in reverse comes out when it is beyond time for you to start a new cycle, but you're delaying it. And that's where that poor leadership message came through from. It's like, don't delay this. It's time for this new start. Ace of Swords. And I see you really starting to take this new start in life seriously this week, which is why there's so much positive sunshine energy here with the rune. So interesting. Final card out for you is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is definitely a job. All right. Or like a career transition I'm seeing here. Queen of Pentacles reverse. It's like you just don't have enough appreciation, enough resources. Or if this is a relationship, it's like, are you being appreciated enough? Or are they trying to, I don't know, just be selfish with you? I'm kind of seeing like really so many complicated energies with Scorpio at this time, to be honest. Like I see a lot of workplace drama, and that's been coming up for Scorpio for so many weeks now, guys. And that's why like this reading is kind of being a bit more harsh by saying like you need to have better leadership skills here and like just bite the bullet and make this hard decision, whatever it may be. Some of you might have to fire someone, I'm seeing, or you might have to fire yourself, otherwise known as quitting, and finding something better. And that may be really heartbreaking for you. Like you don't want to be that bad person, especially if you're like quitting a place that's really understaffed, or you're firing someone who really needs the job, but like they just straight up suck at their job and it's like starting to affect you. Like I'm seeing a heartbreaking situation like that where it's like you don't want to do it, but like you really have to. There's no other choice at this point. Like this situation has played out far too long, and your spirit guides are giving you the go ahead. They're giving you the green light. Like it's okay to do this. Okay, Death and Rebirth reverse. Like this person, if you're firing them, they're going to have a brand new start that'll be much better suited for them. Like you don't have to worry. And if you're restarting, like you're going to have such a brand new start that'll be beautiful, and it'll be fine. You know, it'll be fine. Don't worry about your coworkers or whatever if you have to quit a job. So I'm seeing a lot of job energy here. It's been coming up for Scorpio for so long. Y'all have been like stuck in these crappy work situations, it seems like. And it's like, it is time to end this nonsense this week and start this new cycle in work, in finances, in whatever the heck you're doing with your personal time. Like it's time to completely renovate and switch things up here to invite this new energy in, you know, clear out the old, bring in the new. That's what it feels like. It's time for you to make a life-changing decision to end something. And like I said, it feels like a work situation for many of you. Some of you could be relationship or friendship oriented here, but it's just going to bring in so much like peace of mind for you. That's what I'm seeing. Peace of mind and a lot more free time as well, because you're not having to constantly pick up the slack for other people who either aren't there or aren't doing their job. Even if it's a romantic relationship, like if you just cut it clean out of your life, you no longer have to pick up the relationship slack for your partner who wasn't doing crap for you. So all I'm saying is, guys, your spirit guides are giving the go ahead to quit something, fire someone, cut something off, okay? It will lead to peace of mind, and it will give you more space and room to just not be stressed, okay? That's where that would be leading you. Otherwise, this is a really good week. Remember, we had the sunshine runes, so get out in the sun, have fun, and remember that life isn't just all work, no play, guys. Thank you for joining me. This is one of those readings I would definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. If you want to support me and the channel, like this video, comment your thoughts and feelings down below, and subscribe. Those are the simplest, easiest ways to support me and the channel. If you want to go the extra mile, you can leave a donation. Link to that is in the description. Or you can go on my website, spiritpsychic.org, for a personal reading with me one-on-one, or spiritual life coaching sessions, or you can get my Goddess Energy Intention Oil. So go ahead and check that out. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.